Look who decided to show up. Man, this computer's so screwed up. I was watching FanDuel, the races, and I started to doing the live show here, and I was hearing them calling the races, but I guess I better learn to log out. So welcome aboard. We got the playoffs over here. Minnesota should trounce uh, Golden State tonight. So I'm gonna wait for some people. I haven't been on in a long time, so I'm just gonna chill and wait. Refreshing my coffee. Get somebody in here. Who we got in here? Crickets. Get my coffee, watch the game. Whoever comes in hangs out. That's all right. I ain't been on in ages. Just want to say hello. Hark, who goes there?
I'm cool. But on the inside, I'm like,
How many of these DraftKings commercials do we have to see? Gambling Universe. Kevin Hart. Sir Drums, I got somebody in here. How you feel, buddy? How you feeling, my man? I went out to Vegas for a week. It was a comp trip. It was a comp, only to the Sahara. Everything's good over here. I got a bike. I didn't get a car, but I got a bike. I mean, a 18 speed, not a Harley Davidson. I got a bike. Yeah, I got the game on. I'm just gonna screw around here. Yeah, I'll ride it over to Six Flags. When Six Flags opens, that's 5 miles away. Get some exercise and go get a season pass over there and kill time near the pool. Check out the bunnies. Minnesota played like crap last time, but I figured they'll be all right tonight. Yeah. The Pope, huh? Sir Drumsy from Chicago? Well, I've done videos about the Vatican and the Pope, and it's really some peel the layers back, deep stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, Rome, it's an evil empire. They're evil. They're evil. They stole all the wealth on planet Earth. They stole all the wealth. They got it all in the catacombs. They're bums. They're bums. Plus, they killed Jesus. That's the biggest con game going. That Vatican, that's the biggest con game going. But let them do what they do. You know. How you been? Everything's good, Sir Drums? Ugh. I'm all done with the mob stories, all the mob stories. That's I put on there no mafia. Enough's enough. I'm surprised this still worked. They got me so freaking hacked. They got me so hacked. You biking? Yeah. This guy in the building, he fixes bikes and everything. He sold me a nice bike for cheap, but I gotta put the handlebars up. It's nothing special. It's a mountain bike. It's a tank. It's a tank, but it's all right. It'll do the job for me. So at the end of this month, Six Flags Darien Lake opens up, and it's only a 10-minute bike ride. So I'll go over there, get my season pass, go on the Ferris wheel like an old man, sit by the pool. Too much coffee and caffeine. I don't drink. Sit by the pool, go to the concerts, and that's it. Check out the Phillies. Ugh. Oh yeah, that Jeff the Bum, he's still doing that. Yeah, them zebras don't change their stripes. He's an intrinsic creep. He's just intrinsically, he was born from a low genetic pool, from low DNA. He was reared from some low some like governmental experiment. Better check and see if he's got any if he's got a discerning pair of you know what. There might be a vag under there. Look at Minnesota, they're up 13-0. Playoffs. Holy cow, the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks, twice they come back like that. Twice. In the Indiana game, these playoff games, man, these playoff games have been crazy. Yeah, that Jeff Nadeau. What are these guys? They just come up from out of holes, Mr. Drums. They just come up out of holes and they weave their way into society, and then all of a sudden this mongoloid that's got like a satellite, that head is so big, I think he could get Wi-Fi on that, and then he's a know-it-all about the mob. He's trying to question me about people I rubbed elbows with. The guy is really demented. The guy is truly, truly demented. Then Mr. Drums, he's 500 pounds. Well, here's a thought, Mongoloid. Stop eating and exercise. Don't have them just get a chainsaw and start carving off chunks of flab off of you. What's that to go to? You see how phony these people are? You're in a health crisis. You're obese. You're beyond obesity. Hey, Joel Gold, you're beyond obesity. What's the next thought? Oh, let me go to the surgeon and get a chainsaw and just start hacking flabs of meat. Here, why don't you stop filling your fat face and get on the treadmill and join society. Join society, okay? He's over there picking fights, trying to pick fights with any uh mob profile, so any kind of mobster and all that, I'm getting all kinds of shit on here. Dismiss. So yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. No mob stories. I mean, there's stories, but what is it? I just come in here, hang out, whatever we want to say, we talk. It gets. Yeah, I miss the guys back then. Jeff Mongoloid, they do. He's over there. He's still trying to pick fights. it, it's like a merry-go-round of just silliness. Silliness. He wouldn't last a second in the streets. No. He wouldn't last a second. Mm-mm. Petrified. Yeah, so yeah, it'd be nice to just tune in to just watch. I'd hate to give them a view, but just to watch and just watch for entertainment, like just for like some type of psychological thesis on here's a guy that's got a YouTube channel, uh, Jeff Nadeau, and here's a guy, and let's do a psychological forensic profile on this psychopath. He wouldn't last a New York minute, Mr. Drums. Oh my gosh. He's got the mob pictures. He's got the Scarface pillow and sheets on his bed, and he goes to bed and says, "Oh dear, I wish I could be allowed in a mafia club. I wish I could mop the floor in a mob club because that's all he couldn't mop the floor in the mob club. They wouldn't let him order a Pepsi in a mob club. He gets up there and does his little spiel. I got all the horse pictures. My sister gave me a great picture today. Look at this thing. Thank you, Debbie. Some nice artwork. We get down a little bit. We get down like that. We get down. Yeah, You get older, you appreciate pictures more. Yeah, we went to the Sahara in Vegas last week, and you get a comp. You get free play, you get the rooms, but you got to pay for the airfare. So that worked out all right. Got out of this house. So now I got a bike, and now I can pedal around, but I got to hook it up. I got to raise the handlebars. I got to put a light on it. I got to customize it now because that's my car. I don't miss paying the car insurance. I don't miss paying for gas, but I do miss the convenience. But that's all right. I still do what I want to do. So Joel Gold, yes, Sir Drums. So yeah, just doing my thing. What's the other guy doing there? Man, I'm so out of the Mafia game. He's still on there from the Bonanos with Mancuso. What the hell's his name? Man, I'm getting senile. Who's the guy that got the new YouTube channel? Holy cow. I'm out of the game. I wonder what he's doing. He's selling everything under the sun. Everything's just a hustle, of course. It's just it. You get who you get. I got screwed when they censored me, and that was the end of it. But that's life. That's life. That's life. Communist Chinese that run YouTube. What are you gonna do? You got infidels censoring. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, who the hell's that guy that's got that channel? Nice guy, nice guy. He's always having a war with Merlino. He's going back and forth with Merlino all the time, and now he's selling Dom. There you go, Dom Chicali. Thank you, Joe Gold. Good old Dom Chicali. I'm gonna try to look him up when I go to Florida, if he's down there or wherever the heck he is. He's all right. It's just marketing. That's all it is. You get through the door by being a recognizable name, Mafia character, and then you get your subscribers up, you get your views up, and then you sell, just like the great Mike Francis. I wonder how Mike Francis is doing. Hey, Mike, it's JoJo. Hey, you remember that tax gas scheme money? How about throwing a little this way, okay? I wonder, is Mike even doing videos anymore? The mob genre, all that that Jeff Mongoloid is doing over there is just showing characters, the same spiel, but he gets what he gets. He gets what he gets. There's suckers everywhere. There's suckers. There's suckers that send Jeff Nadeau money. Straight suckers. Straight suckers. Suckers. I look at it psychological, like, who are these people that would do, that, you know. James Rockford, if you see this, thank you, James Rockford, for your goodwill. Thank you, James Rockford. Been a long time. I came on because you sent me that text, and I came on dedicated to the Rockford Files and Sir Drums and Joel Gold. That's all. I don't need a big party. I just need a real party. That's all. So yeah, I don't even know what Sammy the Bull is. Boom, boom, boom. I've been watching basketball, baseball, and just enjoying life. God is good every day. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank God is good every day. God is good every day. So I'm totally blessed, and good to see these names again. Good to see these names. And I don't know. We'll just I'd probably just come on once a week, touch base, maybe Sunday nights or something, touch base, and that's that. So watching Golden State getting tore up by Minnesota, which looked that way because Minnesota just threw in a clunker last game. Hey, Francis Franciotti. Yeah, Debbie's been bugging me. Look what Debbie made, Francis. Get some horses in there. Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I was ducking the Colombo family. I got out of town. I went to Vegas, and now they left town, so I came back. No, they them clowns. Whatever. We ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. The mafia is dead. Give the mafia its last rites. It's been dead for a long time. That's yeah. There you are, Deb. I knew you would come. I knew you would be get the notification. Just touching base. I showed the picture of the horses. So yeah, I got 9 people in here. This is unheard of. Oh, all right. Well, somehow you knew I was on. Yeah. Well, I got my phone. I had my phone on FanDuel because I was squeezing some bets. Oh, okay. picture time. It's picture time. That's JC. Yeah, that's picture time. Yeah. Debbie and Francis. Francis Franciato. Mike Francis Franciati. Did you see it? Francis, did you see it, for crying out loud? I love everybody. I love everybody. The Bible says we're supposed to even love our enemies. Even Jeff Nadeau, the Mongoloid. Yeah, all right. All right. Hey. Yeah. I'm hooking the bike up, Deb, but I can't get the screw loose to raise the handlebars. But the guy, he's gonna come help me tomorrow. So get my bike all souped up. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Joel Gold. It's hard. It's tough, but we just have to look at things the way it is. Yeah, I put some in there, bro, but it's an octagon. It's deep, but I'll get it. I'll get it. So, yeah, Sir Drums. We're gonna do a music show Sunday. My man, Sir Drums. We're gonna do, yeah, Sir Drums. I get excited. I like all the people that come in here, you know, but sometimes, you know, I love everybody, of course. But yeah, Sir Drums we're gonna have to rock and roll like that. We're gonna have to rock. There you are, James Rockford. See, I know, James Rockford. Thank you for showing up. I came on because you sent that message and you said, "Oh, I missed you. No fruity pie stuff." I know you're a real man. I know you're a real man. I know there's no fruit in your coffee. I know there's no fruit in there. I know you're a real man. You know, you see the commercials they got on TV? Look at everything's a pharmaceutical. Everything. Look, let's listen to this garbage. Then they say the side effects, all these pharmaceuticals. Oh, listen, everybody. I went to the cardio doctor yesterday. It's been a long time since I went. So I got on the treadmill, did the stress test, and I came out with flying colors, even being a smoker. I kept telling him, jack it up, let's go. But he said, no, you better relax a little bit. Let's not get carried away. So I did that pretty good. Yeah, I did that pretty good. I got, from my blood work from before, I got a high cholesterol and vitamin D deficiency. So I got the vitamin D pills I take once a week, one pill a week, vitamin D, and the pills to lower my cholesterol. So that's that. Got to stay healthy. Got to stay aware. Maybe I can make 80, God willing. Yeah. Yeah. I rode to the gas station to fill one of the tires, Sir Drums, and I felt it in my legs. So I'm going to build up some core strength. Even for an old man, I'm going to, Joe, remember I was running at the park? Yeah. I'm a frustrated athlete, but, it's never too late. At least my cardio is spot on. I got to get the cholesterol down and I got to get some vitamin D supplement, which they gave me. So you got to do these things at any age. Yeah, everybody at any age should go get their blood work done. Go past 40, get a colonoscopy, and be aware. Be aware. Get tested before it's too late. You know, so be proactive. Jeff Nadeau, I would suggest go in and get your blood work done before they chop up any more of that flab. Okay, brother? Go get your body assessed. Get on a training plan. It's not called the chainsaw plan where they just chop flab and fat off of your fat ass. Come on, man. Yeah. And I can't eat the gallons of ice cream anymore, the donuts and all that. So, yeah, gotta. So when I'm done with the pills, I go back and they do the blood work to see if it's worked. And then I could, then I could have a little peace of mind. You don't want to have question marks, or some people don't even care, but be proactive. Nobody knows what tomorrow brings, but at least try to be proactive and get in, check things out. Because when we had the pandemic, eh, I didn't have an appointment for cardio since before the pandemic. So I could do the same treadmill. I performed the same way I performed on that treadmill 6 years ago, and I could have told him I can jog on this treadmill, and he said, "Don't push it, don't push it." And I'm glad he said, "Don't push it" too. Hey, Mister Mormeal, how you doing? Yeah, I come in. Yeah, the body's always healing. So as Debbie knows, our mother was a nutritionist and I was an athlete. And I used to take supplements and vitamins and everything. And I was on top of it. I was an extreme athlete once upon a time. So thank God that kept my heart strong. So, yeah. And when I was dead, the only reason why I thank God and the angels that spared me, but just like the doctor said, if I didn't have that background with a strong heart, when they got me resuscitated, it would have still been crickets. So at least my youth, my athleticism in my youth saved me at the moment of truth when I was a dead rat on the floor. So it paid off. It paid off. Debbie, I showed it. I showed it 5 times, Debbie. I showed it 5 times. We like the horses. Yeah, bike riding got my high blood pressure back down to about normal. Springtime is great. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I had high blood pressure when I weighed 229 pounds. When I weighed 229 pounds, I had high blood pressure. They checked my blood pressure yesterday. It's perfect. My blood pressure is perfect. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. So, yeah, Debbie, she's always good to me. She's always helping me out. She's always got my back. She's always got my back. Well, thank you, Francis. Thank you. Thank you, Francis. I appreciate that. So, yeah, no ice cream. And I cheat and I binge. Thank you, Francis. Yeah. Now, let me explain something, folks, about the donations, okay? Let me explain something because there's a little gray area. On YouTube, you gotta reach a threshold of $100 in donations in order for it to commence, and they take like 30%. But I was stuck on $69. I was stuck on $69 for a long time, didn't do any videos, and it always declined. So I was does that those donations get back credited back to your credit card? Because I was up to 70 something dollars and you got to reach 100. So if you don't, but it was diminishing. Like it went from $69 to 43 to 29, and now it's at like 19. So if they diminish that balance, does that get credited back onto your credit cards? Does that money just disappear? I don't know. So I really don't, thank you, Francis. Of course I can use some money, but I don't want the donations just getting lost in YouTubeville because my balance was $69 and then over a couple of weeks it went down to 19. How did I lose the balance? You know, how did I lose that balance? So I know a lot of people don't use Cash App, but uh I don't know. I'm not whoever made those donations was probably you also, Sir Drums and Francis. Uh and Joel and Mr. Rockford, but I would hope that got credited back onto your credit card because my donations were at $69 and then it didn't threshold before the month before that month was over. So if I don't reach that threshold, I thought it would just carry over. It was carrying over, but now it was diminishing to like 19. Yeah, so I don't know, Francis. I don't know how that works. These communists at YouTube, the balance went down from donations, a running balance, and so I didn't reach the threshold of 100. So how's the balance diminish? They're thieves. They're thieves. I appreciate it, Francis, but don't send and nobody send any more donations through this YouTube, okay? I really Sir Drums. I know he says. So if I say don't send donations, then you guys send donations. I got this figured out. All right. Well, maybe I could get over the threshold. Well, I'll try. I'll try to get over the threshold this month. I'll try to get. Thank you, sir. Yeah. So check your statements and maybe we'll see. Because you guys are good-hearted people. I just don't want that just dissipating in midair. I mean, geez, thank you. It's a question mark. Yeah, I had 69 on there, and then all of a sudden it was decreasing. So I'm thinking if it's decreasing, whoever donated, that should be going back onto their card. So does YouTube just say, oh, thank you kindly, I'll be on my way? So now I'm down to 19, let's just say 20, 30, 40 with this new 20. Thank you, Sir Drums and Francis. So 40. So what I should do is just tell somebody, here's 60, here's 60 to get me over the threshold so I can retrieve the 40. Yeah, the hell. Have you crazy if it's God's will. So yeah, Golden State's getting thwarted by Minnesota. Could see that one coming. Sir Drums. Oh, what about the Knicks games, Sir Drums? Down 20 twice. Holy cow. These playoffs have been crazy. The road teams have won pretty near every playoff game in the second round. But tonight, the road team ain't going to win because Golden State's going to get tore up by Minnesota, which they are already. They're down 14, start of second quarter. So I agree. On YouTube is tubbing it. Yeah. So I appreciate the donation. Maybe I'll reach the threshold by the end of the month or so. So my payment period ends on the 24th. So I better get doing some videos to meet that threshold, because now my balance is 40. But I don't want to seem like talking money and all this and that. I just want to hang out. Thank you, folks. But in the future, I don't really, I mean, yeah, I'll have to figure out just how to put it in there myself. I'll have my friend put it in there, give him his money back, and then I could retrieve that. These communist bastards, this YouTube. I have a balance on my homepage of donations. How does it decrease? How does it decrease? Yeah. No, I didn't see. People are falling off balconies. They fell off the balcony, I think, at the Houston Texans game, too. Wow. People just get jacked up. They get jacked up. And wow, he's in critical condition. Holy cow. Well, they got 3 doctors at his bedside and 2 lawyers. Sir Drums. Yeah. He's got a couple lawyers there at the, right, he's got a couple lawyers there with the rosary beads. Please, God, let him live. Please, God, we need this 33%. Yeah. YouTube takes 30%. Yes, James Rockford. Yeah. So Cash App is the best way to go. Cash App. I get 98% of the proceeds. Cash App. Fuck this YouTube. Fuck you, moderators. Forgive me. You thieves. These people are donating. You're robbing the fucking money, you motherfucking Chinese motherfuckers. You're robbing these people's money. You slant-eyed Chinese fucks. How the fuck does my balance go down from $70 to $19 and you're not crediting these people back their money? You evil motherfuckers. And the moderator that's in here, fuck you too. Thieving motherfuckers. Just like that Pope that died. You're all evil fucks. I got to get that in there. That's religion. That's not spirituality. That's profit-based religiosity. All that bullshit, pass the hat and everything. Spirituality is free. Okay? That other con game they're running on people. That other con game. Yeah. Why do they have the owl, the Illuminati owl in the square over there? Why do they have that Illuminati? Why do they have that owl? The Bohemian. Why do they have the owl over there? Just like it's at Washington D.C. Why is that the common denominator? The Pope died. Really? Who gives a flying fuck? They're evil. They're evil. Everybody's hypnotized and brainwashed. They went on the Crusades, robbed all the wealth from all over America. It's in the tunnels under there's hundreds and thousands of miles of tunnels underneath the Vatican going through other continents with gold and silver and gems, and probably the Ark of the Covenant that's in there too. They're evil. Oh, the Pope died. He was from Chicago. Yeah. Really? Really? Won't cry no tear. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The Vatican. There's a lot of bizarre facts when it comes to the Vatican, but we're not going to unpile that. We're not going to, we're not going to unpile what Rome and the Vatican and all that's all about. Okay. I'm watching the Rome Open on the tennis channel. I'm watching the Rome Open. They're having the Rome Open, and the Pope dies while they're having the Rome Open. Maybe he was a nice guy. Who cares? There's a lot of nice guys. What are they? What are they portraying? For all Catholicism and all the churches to send the money to Rome, to the Vatican? Well, what do they do with the money? They pass the hat in the churches. They pass the hat in the churches. And then what? Where's the money? Where's the money? Follow the money. Like in anything, just follow the money. You don't have to be smart. You just have to have a little common sense. They're evil, shape-shifting fucks. That's what they are. So where were we, Mr. Drums? Where were we? I would just recommend don't send any more donations via this thing, via on here, because these scumbags are robbing the money. They're robbing the money. They did it before too, when DC DC whatever, I can't remember, homeboy DC was sending me money on there. They robbed it before too. I can't think of his name, but about 7-8 months ago. Yeah, I didn't receive it. YouTube received it. These communist hacks, and then they censor, and everything else. I don't do my show that much anywhere, so I could give two fucks if they shut me down. They already shut me down, so fuck you to the moderators. Fuck you, Chinese slant-eyed fucks. Okay, that's all. That's all. It is what it is. There's nothing more. Like Scarface said, there's nothing more you can do to me that they've done to me already. Just like Facebook and Zuckerberg. I put on Facebook, Zuckerberg's a flaming fuck fag. So, Jojo, they're going to kick you off Facebook. Good. I don't give a fuck. They kicked me off Facebook. What is that, like a crisis? People are so indoctrinated into that social media and this bullshit. Oh, they're gonna kick you off and they're gonna put you in Facebook jail. So what I do? I did another video on Facebook, and that little weasel Zuckerberg went to Trump's house in Florida, trying to make up with him. That punk Zuckerberg. Oh, they're gonna bar you. Well, let them bar me. I go down swinging. I'm not a little bitch. Fuck them. Fuck YouTube. Fuck Facebook. That's all. They're sent. Our families fought in wars for freedom of speech. And my good friend Doug, that's on my phone right now, was in Vietnam War. Bronze Star, Medal of Honor, Purple Heart, for our rights, for our freedom of speech rights. You got these Chinese fucks that run America's infiltrating America and trying to tell me what to say on YouTube and this and that. Fuck them. Fuck them. When the lights go out on my channel, they go out. That's all. My elders that were in wars that fought for me, they'd be proud of me. They'd be proud of me. That's how you go down swinging. We were taught to stick up for our rights. Stick up for our rights. When you know you're right. When you know you're right. So, yeah, Zuckerberg, he's up there. He ran all that negative campaign stuff on Facebook, okay, Mr. Drums? They wouldn't let Trump get any ad time on Facebook. They let $300 million worth of Kamala ads run around the clock. Just a cock block Donald Trump. That's all. just to cock block him off of Facebook. Lo and behold, Trump wins the election. That little queer fuck Zuckerberg, he's down there knocking on the door, trying to freaking cozy up because Donald Trump said he's gonna look into the FAA, or social media and all that biased social media that's trying to sway elections. So he already got fined. Zuckerberg already got fined, but he's got enough money. So he heard Trump coming down the tracks. He heard Trump coming down the tracks. He don't want to get another $100 million fine. So he's down there sucking Trump's dick. Okay. Forgive me, folks. Forgive me. This might be my last show. So he's down there. Zuckerberg, that little weasel fag. Because Congress is looking in to, now that the sheriff is back in town, Congress is looking into this social media and Facebook. Oh my God, Jojo, they're going to put you in Facebook jail. That's what the people were telling me when I was doing those videos. They got something called Facebook jail that if you misbehave, Billy, you take a time out, they put you in Facebook jail for 30 days. Oh, okay, Zuckerberg. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mayor Adams kissed up to Trump also. But guess what? Letitia James is in big trouble. And so is the other cutie pie DA from New York. They're in big trouble. Payback's a motherfucker, boys. Payback. Payback. Yeah. Mayor Adams, then Homeland Security, Holman, he went down there. Mayor Adams knows he's on the wrong side. He's on the wrong team. And he's smart enough to align with some common sense and logic. See, before they were all sticking it up Trump's ass, right? Before they're fucking Trump real good. Now that he's in, they're all fucking all over him now. They're all over him, kissing up to him. The little bitches that they are. If you're gonna stand on something, stand on it. You see what's at play there, folks? Yeah, 30 days in the hole, Joel Gold. 30 days in the hole. Facebook jail, they call it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got it in good though. The videos I did do about Zuckerberg, I got it in good. I had 3,000 views, which is a miracle. Yeah. Then they come on my thing and said, Mr. Monty, your content might be questionable. You know, the host of Facebook. So they sent me a message. The host of Facebook, a Zuckerberg censor, sends me a comment. You are making questionable content that might not fall along our community guidelines on Facebook. I said, oh, really? How about this? Go fuck yourself, you evil motherfuckers. Does that follow your Facebook guidelines? When you're trying to sway elections and cock blocking Donald Trump, Zuckerberg, does that follow your Facebook guidelines? What are you, holier than thou? You're evil. They're evil. I said, so how about that? Doesn't follow our community guidelines. Oh, okay. How about this? Go fuck yourself. Yeah. Then they shut me down. Well, no, then they gave me another warning and I said some other stuff I don't want to repeat. And then they shut me down. Get in the last jabs, which is juvenile, but I got time. What the fuck? You throw the first punch. You guys know I like to have fun, joke around and everything. But once we go down fuck you road, fuck you, well, fuck me. No, that now we got something started. Especially when it's censorship. When it's fuck you, Joe, we want to censor you. Well, now I'm going to get my piece in until they turn the lights off. So that's all there is to it. Yes, I did a lot of videos. I did a lot of shows, met some great people on here. Yes, I'm not going to lie. It's all fun, goodwill, good, well-intended people. Yes, that's a testimony to there's good people in the world, which is heartwarming. Yes, that is what I've gained off of this YouTube channel. Fuck all the censorship and all the frustration and all that. That's uh you could see that in today's age. I mean, what they've done to our country, that's expected. That's expected. If you're not a fucked up Democrat and you're a Trump supporter, then you got to expect this stuff from these evil networks and social media people. And the owners aren't, they're political. They turn TV, they turn social media into politics where you don't have your freedom of speech. I don't. I saw my moderator in here earlier. My moderator, they put two moderators on me. Uh, I don't have freedom of speech. Well, the first moderator, fuck you, and then the second moderator that's in here, fuck you. I don't have freedom of speech. Go fuck yourself. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Kingdom. How's it going? Kingdom? Kingdom or Kingdom? Dom Chicali. Kind of strange how the CEOs and owners are Jewish. Yeah. It's all the company, the corporations are like Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. You get it, folks? Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. It's all Jewish. You get the joke there, folks? Ta-da. Yeah, everything is owned corporate, but the Chinese are getting their flat faced in there. The Chinese, they own the farmland now. They bought up all the agricultural farmland, agriculture. They want the soybean. They want us to be unhealthy. That's why Kennedy come in there and said enough. They want to make us sick. They want to make us fat. And they want to make everything out of a damn soybean. Thank you, Joe Biden, for selling our country out. Yeah. Thank you, Joe Biden. Yeah. How come he ain't in jail? The thieves, the Democrat ilk. And we came up Democrats. Generationally speaking, I just came up and my family said we were Democrats, but I just vote for a real candidate, not tied down to any party affiliation. If you got common sense and a second grade education, you should see that the freaking Democrats are evil motherfuckers. Unless you're just fucked up and have psychosis or fucking some kind of syndrome, deranged Trump syndrome. But that's America. I told you I did these videos before. When I was in college, 2 different times, the dumbing down of America. They dumb your mind down and then they infiltrate your diet with shit food. And then the pharmacies come in and keep you fat, keep you stupid, and keep you on meds. And then all the freaking powers to be, they all buy stock, $300 a share for these pharmaceutical companies, and they all get rich by making you stupid and making you fat. And Kennedy comes in and says he wants to take control of that. Who doesn't agree? And then the Democrat scumbag, evil motherfuckers, they want to go against that. They want to go against a healthy America. Just like they wanted to go against getting rid of illegal immigrants. You see these evil motherfuckers? They do it right to the people's face, but they got people so stupefied and hypnotized that they can't even see what's happening. Dom Cicali, you bought the crypto, it goes up every day. Yeah, the crypto. Digital money. So that's that's my perspective. That's the way it looks like. The Democrats tanked their party so bad, I don't even know who they're going to use in the next election. J.D. Vance will run. He's a shoo-in. Newsom, Governor Newsom from California, he don't even want to run because he knows he can't win. Who are they going to use? I like Big Dom too. Also, Fat Bald Sicilian has a good show. Yeah, Fat Bald Sicilian used to comment on here months ago when I was rising my channel up. Sir Drums. Yeah. Then we motherfucked each other or something. Then it was over. The marriage was over. But it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Dom Cicali, he gets going on and on and on and on and on. And he'll sell you a pocket knife that can remotely start your car. He's real. They're salesmen. They're marketing. They're running marketing operations. But I like him. I like that he's just a guy that happened to be in the mob, do all that stuff. And yeah, he read it, blah, 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 and all that. But that's a mob world. And then you just got the regular society world. That's all. But he reminded me of a guy, God rest his soul, years ago that had the same characteristics and demeanor. Well, Sir Drums, I tried to tell Dom before when I was doing the show, why are you getting in bed with this bum? You were a boss. You were a captain of a family, a mafia family, and you're supposed to have perception. You're supposed to have good instincts. You're supposed to see a bum scrub when you see one. And he had you waiting. You waited for 3 weeks for Jeff Nadeau to respond to you. No wonder the family went down. No disrespect, Dom, but really? Those were the good. That's the only intuition or instincts. You couldn't foresee that from a bum. Oh, Jeff Nadeau's got 75,000 subscribers. I can piggyback him and get some exposure. Really? You sold out to Jeff Nadeau to get subscribers on YouTube? You were a captain of a mafia family? You see, folks, why the mafia died? You see why the mafia died? You understand what I'm saying? Those next generations of retards, it's over. It's over. It's over. Those are the same instincts you demonstrated while you were a mafia captain from a well-respected crime family. Even the Genovese and Lucchese. When I was around, it seemed like they were classy. Colombo were the scums. Gambinos were the scums. It seemed like they were the, aristocratic, elitists, shot with scrubs. Because after the millennium came around, those guys he was like a soldier or whatever, and the landscape changed. There was reorganization. Gambling became legal, and there wasn't the money and revenues. They had to get more into some like blue collar crimes, technical crimes, and stuff like that. There's no more rackets. There was no more hustles. So what are they left with? Them captains, like I said, the captains that they had post millennium, they couldn't mop the floors in the old mafia clubs. Them scrubs, and then he's over there with the washwoman Mancuso. And Barone, I don't mean any disrespect about Barone because I have relatives that will leave it at that. No disrespect, but Barone, you should have been smarter than that. Them guys couldn't mop the floors at the old Mafia clubs. These new age, whoever the hell they are, crazy. Mhm. Hey, Mario Mendez. Yeah, Jeff is Jeff. He's doing his thing. You know, he's doing his he's doing his rituals. You know, but yeah, what can you do? But Dom Chicali should have been. But I do. That's my editorial about Dom Chicali and that crime family. But outside of that world, I think it would be cool to hang out with him because he's got a good sense of humor, and he reminds me of some of the guys that passed away. Uh, you know, you could compare stories over a cup of coffee and see, how the Colombos went down and how his family went down. What were they, the Lucchese's? What was Dom Cicali's family? Lucchese, Genovese, but they were closely related. They were closely related. They were cross-pollinating behind the scenes with gambling and money and laying off and all that. But that's all. It's all not public. It's not YouTube. It's not spoken of on YouTube and all that. Like the background stuff, you don't hear it from Mike Francis or Samuel Bogravano and all that. So Minnesota's up 19 going into halftime. That was like taking candy from a baby. But there's been a lot of comebacks, but oh well. What can you do? I appreciate, yeah. Maybe I'll come on Sunday and we could just hang out and talk. I need input. I need input. Forgive me for going crazy on YouTube and face crook. Uh-huh. Yeah, so let's see, did I miss any? Yeah, Dom Kelly's a good marketing guy. Yeah. Banano. The only one I left out, Rockford, the Bananos. Yeah. Mhm. Way back with the Valachi papers and Joe Valachi testifying in front of Congress. Yeah, there's rats everywhere. It's rats everywhere. You like the video I showed of Mike Francis testifying in front of Congress? Good old Mike Francis, 1 million subscribers. Oh. But that's his hustle, that's his game. Hey, that's his hustle, that's his game. I knew he was a pencil neck years ago, but it was all right, Colombo family, the Colombo family, in my opinion, is like just the misfit stepchild of all the mob families, the Colombos. That's all there is to it. You could have people in high positions, but their vision eroded, where they couldn't maintain, they couldn't survive, they couldn't adapt. See, a lot of these higher ranked people in the mob, it was slowly shifting from that 1950s when they were in their 20s, the 60s and 70s when they were in their 30s and 40s. It was slowly shifting. They couldn't adapt. They couldn't adapt. So they got busted. They got caught like retards, complete retards. They took so many chances and they know the RICO law came into effect. They know they know they're under surveillance. They know that everything is bugged, and they're just talking freely. They're talking freely. They can't speak in code. I developed a code for the Colombo up there, a code, and they were laughing. Well, put them all. Well, they were all going to jail. Well, are they laughing? Are they laughing? Well, they're all going to jail. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you laughing? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. They're all. Yeah. You could say the New York Jets tickets. You could say Yankees tickets. You could say the bread, the milk. You can talk everyday stuff that would fit in a normal conversation. So if somebody's listening into you, that you can't be. That's not incriminating. That is not incriminating. So I just let everybody know these are the words I'm going to use. And if I'm talking to you on a phone and you say something else, I'm going to say wrong number and hang up. That's all. They can't follow that. That's third grade. That's third grade. They can't follow that. The mafia, the mafia. Yeah, 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 yeah. The mafia. 60% of them had the IQ of a frog, and then the other 40% were sharp. But other than that, they tanked it. They tanked it. All those old crime bosses, they're all rolling in their graves. They could have kept the drugs going, and they could have kept the gambling going. Even in today's world, there's there's high limit gamblers, sports gamblers that don't want to go on FanDuel or DraftKings or go to the casino. They want to remain anonymous. And if they win, they don't want Uncle Sam taking a third of their winnings. So they could have maintained the gambling, and they could have maintained the drugs. But they obviously didn't. They obviously didn't. Then Mr. Drums, they comment on my homepage. Well, Tommy No Nose is the captain in New York City. Well, listen, what's his racket? What's his racket? If you're the boss of if there's 3 crime families that are still alive in New York City. Now, a crime family has a boss, a captain, an underboss, consigliere, and soldiers. They all have to be paid every week. Where's the revenue coming from? Where's the revenue coming from? The mafia is dead. Oh, well, there's bookies. Of course, there's bookies whose uncle was a captain in some family. But it'd be stupid for him to even open up shop because he's got that name, and now they could put him into a conspiracy in a minute. So you'd have to get an altar boy to run a bookie operation who has no blood, whose last name is Smith, and run a gambling racket. Because I personally know a guy that takes high bets, a regular good-looking businessman, just a regular businessman. He's got a roster of 5, 10 people. They all bet big and they do their thing. Nobody knows about what they do. They don't have to fill out IRS. They don't have to report to FanDuel or DraftKings. They don't have to sign IRS papers at the casino. No, they don't play that stupid shit. They just have the guy has his clients, and they settle up every 10,000. So there's no back and forth. If your winnings raise up to 10,000, they settle. If your losses go down to 10,000, then they settle. They settle the books. You pay or you receive. But other than that, if the crimes, so you're talking about a population, a crime family, the structure of a crime family There's a lot of people on the payroll that you got to pay every week. Mm-mm. Where are they getting the money from? Where are they getting the money from? Oh, they're doing home title fraud. They're doing title frauds. Please. Silly. There might be characters that were in or around these historical crime families. Yes, that's undeniable. There were characters and captains and soldiers and whatever. And yeah, they're still floating around in their 70s and 80s. But if they're the boss, where are they getting the money to pay all the underlings? Well, I'm just asking questions. So, oh, they busted a guy in New York City. He was the underboss or something. Yeah, well, yeah. So he was just part of a illegal enterprise, which was stupid of him. So he's still part of an illegal enterprise. It doesn't mean that the mafia is still alive. It's just a knucklehead in New York City that got busted with some bets or something, and they're throwing the book at him. It doesn't mean that there's a whole crime family and structural hierarchy from the top down to soldiers and associates. No. So that guy's in a crime family. Well, what's the population of that guy's crime family that just got busted? 3. Him, his nephew, and his cousin. That's the crime family that they say mafia is still alive. Him, his brother, and his son or nephew. 3. For whatever conspiracy or bullshit they were doing. Yeah, there's 3 dinosaurs doing crimes, but they got a mafia name. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's crazy, folks. It is just crazy. Well, Francis Franciotti, I appreciate everybody that come in here. See some old friends. Good for the soul. Sunday night. Wait a minute. Yeah, I believe Sunday night we'll just come on and we'll do whatever if they still if they don't turn my lights off on this channel yet. But we're gonna go down to the end. And thank you, Sir Drums and Francis. I appreciate that. Also, James Rockford, Debbie, thank you. I love everybody. You know, King Dom, how you been? Dom Chicali? They're all selling their socks and underwear, but God bless them all. They know how to play the game. They know how to play the game because they got to pay. They're paying YouTube a lot of money. They're paying YouTube a lot of money, and that's why they don't fuck with them. That's why they don't mess with them. They don't talk politics. They just talk about sending that money in. So that's it, folks. God bless you all. Be the kings and queens of your world. Don't give up. The world's a vampire. It wants that blood. No, rise up. Keep your focus. Everything's good. Set your goals and just keep rocking on. Just keep rocking on. So I love you all. Thank you for all your support, every way you support me and everything. Remember, we are from divine blood. We are from a divine creation, so we have more power than you realize. Yes, I got to go to bed and ask God forgive me for swearing and everything, but He's a righteous God. He's a righteous God. So we can get out of these misgivings and stuff. So that's it, folks. Probably Sunday night we're gonna rock and roll. And Mario, good to see you again. Joe Ruffino, good to see you again. So thank you, everybody. Sunday night we're gonna get the popcorn and we'll do that. So ta-da! Ta-da! Thanks, Deb. All right, folks. God bless y'all.